of it. I'm sure the young kids who are performing here would be aware of those. Dhyanamoolam Gurur Murti, Poojamulam Gurur Padam, Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam, Mokshamoolam Gurur Kripa, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam, Tat Padam Darshitam Yena, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. The year is 2023. We started in 2018, and when we started, we created a bit of a ripple in the development sector. Yet, a lot of people don't know about SABERA, but yet, since the time we started, there's a lot of noise that we've created. There's a lot of people, like-minded supporters, family, friends who've actually stood by SABERA. And interestingly, there was a very large organization that I'm not going to name right now, but while they were participants of SABERA, they went back and started their own awards called SABERA in another part of the country. And that was an alarming thing for us. And at that point in time, it was my spiritual family, and on the suggestion of my guru, we decided to register the trademark for SABERA. And considering that SABERA is a colloquial word, obviously it means a new dawn. It was, and it seemed very difficult to register it. And this was, 3-4 years back now. But as we stand here today, in the 6th edition, on exactly today, December 7th, 2023, SABERA is a registered trademark. And even if we had planned it, as you know the process, how it takes, we couldn't have aligned the date with our 6th edition. So I guess whenever you have submitted to the higher power, it takes over, and we can just reflect in retrospect and think that how is it something like this coincidental that can happen. But I guess when you're on this path, there is nothing really coincidental, and everything is planned when we look back. So that was one piece of exciting news for us that I wanted to share. And of course, we are very, very privileged to have, people from the principal scientific advisor to the government of India, people who have been relentlessly working for the country, trying to get technology, trying to get sustainably, innovations into the remotest part of the country, the Agni mission, of course. And we have the head of Agni mission here. We're privileged that they'll be sharing some work that they've been doing. And like I said, the idea essentially is to continue that sense of pride and belongingness to the country that we have. And we'll see that. We try to be a tripartite bridge between the non-profit sector, the for-profit sector, and the policy influencer, because I think everybody brings their strength to the table. The non-profits are very proficient and adept at identifying the challenges, the most extreme challenging things across the country. The policy influencers can actually facilitate or offer the know-how of how to actually counter those challenges, or how is it that we can actually be a more developed nation. And it's the industry or the for-profit sector that can provide resources to do this. So it's very important that all these three sectors actually are in alignment and in sync. And that's what SABERA, in its humble way, tries to do. And the panel that you will see will have representatives of the industry. We have Apurva Rathore from L&T Finance. We have from the non-profit sector, the country director, Michael and Susan Dell Foundation, Geeta Goyal. And of course, we have policy influencers, the head of Agni Mission. We have on-ground people who've actually benefited also from the interventions and the technology that the PSA office has recommended to state governments, etc. We have Irtif Lonji, who's come in especially from Kashmir, and of course, our very special guest, our guest of honor, Chaya, my dear friend, who continues to inspire me since the time, and you don't know this, Chaya, but I think that was a turning point in my life as well, 2012, as much as it was for you in the public, though, of course, you've been doing a lot of work, even in the red light area here, and the stories that we've heard from you. Um, but when Nirbhaya happened, I think all of us, there was something that turned inside our stomachs. It was like, this is the place that I've been born and brought up in, and this can happen to anybody. It can happen to me. It can happen to my daughter. It can happen to my sister. It can happen to my friends. And how safe are we? And what are we doing? And as everybody, we were all, I was angry. I was angry at the police. I was angry at the judiciary. I was angry at the society. I was angry at everybody, But I was doing just that armchair activism. That's all that I was doing. But if you remember, we had that lunch at Rati's house, and you shared the entire thing that was, happening, how the case was unfolding, and nobody knew that you were in charge at that point in time, and how you were doing the work that you were doing. And that kind of somewhere also inspired me, because again, my friend, philosopher, guide, my spiritual mentor, when I went up to him and I'm very angry, he says, your anger is fine, but how is it constructively helping anybody? If you put that energy or passion into doing something constructive, it's only then that it kind of, makes a difference. And that's where the Women in Danger non-profit came into being, where I started, doing menstrual hygiene sessions, thanks to, again, Malini, the batch of 1990, Marta Day, there was something there. And started distributing, sustainable menstrual products in and around Delhi, because obviously we're not funded. So whatever monies that we could garner from friends and family, and purchase those medical grade silicone cups, and go and identify some places, whether it's in Patparganj, whether it's in Seelampuri, or wherever it is, and distribute these free of cost. It gave me a platform to actually talk about what this sustainability in menstruation is all about, and also very nuanced subjects which otherwise women are not very open to discuss. And that actually led on to this entire thing about combating violence against women, where with Josh Talks, we went across 12 states in the country, and in all technical institutes, we conducted that. So it all started from there. It all started from that conversation, and I'm so glad that you so beautifully accepted when I said that would you come here and inspire the rest of us. So I'm grateful that you have. Same goes with Geeta, of course. I just have to say, please, and then the thing is, no please, no thank you, no sorry. We are friends. That's about it. And thank you so much, Khilani sir, our teacher, the only male teacher in Martyr School at the point in time. And thank you, my girl gang, my cheerleaders. You're always there for me. Thank you so much. And I request now, Chaya, please, with a loud round of applause, request Chaya to please come on stage. But before she does, I'm going to request Shraddha to formally introduce you and all the wonderful work that you've been doing.